One of the first things you kind of tell me about when you got to Kuwait is when you read the 9/11 Commission report. How did that go? What was your opinion on that at the time? Because like I feel like around like current day, nobody really even looks at that shit because everybody already knows like it's all bullshit. But I think maybe sometimes people should just look back and really kind of see how ridiculous it really was. So what was your opinion at the time of that?
Well, I'm a data-driven guy. There's probably some spectrum stuff somewhere in there, you know. So I sat in Kuwait. We were given 2 weeks to acclimatize, get used to the heat before we were going to be driving into Iraq and actually in danger. And so I sat and read Kierkegaard's Fear and Trembling, which is essential for anybody who's going to war if you have faith and don't really wonder where God's leading you in all this. And the 9/11 Commission Report. If anyone will pull up the 9/11 Commission Report for themselves and index, just search WTC7, or it's 7WTC, the 2 times it's actually mentioned, I believe it is. The 2 times it is mentioned, the Office of Emergency Management Headquarters is in Building 7, and they, despite the building being evacuated, hunker down in their bunker. Other than that, they don't even bother giving us an excuse. And that was as a 22-year-old, I was like, well, lie to me about that. At least tell me something.
The office fires.
Right, just something. Office fire, something. Just give me something printed on an official government commission report. Please, give me something. And there was nothing there. What frustrated me is I had read enough Baudrillard at that time to know that if you omit something from something so essential as a commissioned report, commissioned artwork, right? You omit it, now all of a sudden it just didn't happen. You forget all about it. Nobody goes back and looks at those documents, as you say. So if you just simply omit certain things that you can't lie about, it didn't happen within a few generations. And I think that's something that when you asked me to speak and answer some questions that you had, those generations, just knowing how quickly watching Iran and watching that build up was so similar within 20 years that it drove me bonkers.